we complain when the Tom Brady's of the world is attacked like that? Do we
get attacked when LeBron James get attacked? What you talking
like
about?
that? Oh, hey, it's all fair in games. Then you get what I'm saying? It's in play. It's in play. Yes, it is.
Well, let me ask you something, Coach JL. Let me ask you a question. Me and you, we not LeBron James guy. Coach Scott is. We're not a LeBron James guy. If we say something that's viewed as attacking LeBron James, do we get attacked?
We do, but it's not viewed as out of bounds.
It's not?
It's not viewed as out of bounds. No, it's legal.
What about tobacco claims?
Nah, that's different. That's different.
Welcome back to another episode of The GOAT Debate, brought to you by GOAT Debate Media. I'm your host, Abaya Israel, with the two coaches. You see them, Coach Scott and Coach J.O. We got a lot to talk about. Man, the Final Four, we're going to give some predictions. Skip Bayless, it sounds like he might be going out of business here soon, fellas. I don't know. That's what the rumors are. And Angela Reese, man, we want to talk about that a little bit. What's going on with Angela Reese? And I definitely want to talk a little bit about LeBron James has now surpassed Michael Jordan in 30-point games. Does this add to his GOAT debate legacy? All that and more after this.
Even though I killed the ghost, there's still room to debate. It's either Jordan or LeBron who being labeled the great. If you hungry for the smoke, then come and get you a plate. Cause some rock with LBJ and some giving them hate. Come tune into the show, cause we about to get into it. Jordan is the GOAT, but now it's time to prove it.
The Final Four is upon us, man, and it's starting to get a little sticky. Coach J.O., it seemed like, we got the championship coming up, but man, brother, it's more than just the championship going on. Before you even get into that, I'm just gonna jump right to the drama hoopla, right? What's going on with Angel Reese? The drama that surrounded her and Caitlin Clark. It was what's his name? The rivalry is dead. Jason Whitlock, which I thought this was. Hey, listen, I'm a Whitlock guy. I like Whitlock. Most people hate Whitlock. I like Whitlock. I like Whitlock, Coach Scott. But Whitlock, boy, you tripping. You tripping, man. Like, I do think this one's a little disrespectful, Coach J.O. I'm gonna read his tweet. He said, we can officially quit putting Angel Reese on Caitlin Clark's level. Stop it. One is an all-time great player. The other got famous for taunting. The rivalry is dead. Let me be the first to say congratulations to Caitlin Clark and all the success that she has gotten. Like, let's not trip. Let's not play. The girl can play ball. Let's just keep it 100. She playing ball. Ain't nobody stopping her right now. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and get my prediction out the way. They winning it all in the women's division. And she's bringing it home. But what Jason Whitlock said, Coach J.O., do you think that's fair? I don't think that's fair.
Like, are we upset about what Jason Whitlock said or how he said it? Like, what are we upset about?
I don't think anybody's upset. I'm just like, let them play ball. Don't take anybody out. Let Caitlin Clark dominate. Let her. We don't have to take Angel Reese out for Caitlin Clark to be who she is and who she's gonna become. She's there. I'm not upset about it, but I just want to. Let's not diminish either. Hey, let them play ball.
I agree with that. And, I like Angel Reese. I really do. And I think that she has been good for the game. I think that she has brought a lot of attention to the women's basketball, right? And I wish her the best going forward. She declared for the WNBA. But back to Whitlock. The question is, are we upset about his energy? Where is it coming from? Because the words that he said, are they really like far-fetched?
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark is an all-time great player. Is Angel Reese an all-time great player?
Absolutely. Angel Reese is definitely going to be considered as one of the greats. She's won on every single level, and she's going to win in the WNBA. I think that his comments, though true in an aspect, they're unfair and they're unwarranted. The young lady is a champion. She won a championship last year. She was able to outplay and put Caitlin out of the playoffs. The young lady had a double-double in the actual Elite Eight game. She hurt her ankle and still fought her way through it. So I'm definitely not gonna say, she's not on the level. Caitlin Clark is an all-time great, like you said, and not to take anything away from her. She played her butt off, and you know, both ladies need their flowers. That's just where I see it.
Right. You know, it's like, you know, Angel Reese, double. You know, she's doing her thing, but she is a forward, right? It's not like she's like, for example, Caitlin Clark went 9 for 20 from downtown. All right, she shot 23 pointers. Angel Reese ain't shooting that, so we're not going to look at her, especially in today's time where it's about scoring and all the points. That's not her game. Like, she plays to win the game. Not saying Caitlin Clark doesn't, but to say she's not a great or going to be a great and to take her out of the conversation because she got, what did he say? One is an all-time great player, the other got famous for taunting. Wait, but let's remember what a taunting started from. That's the part I have a problem with. If Coach J, if you ask me I got a problem, my problem would be not remembering the history correctly or accurately. The taunting didn't start with Angel Reese. It actually started with Caitlin Clark. But at the same time, I didn't have a problem with Caitlin Clark when she did it. It's basketball. Right. You can't see me. We talk trash. I mean, you got Ja Morant saying I cook Michael Jordan, right? He's supposed to feel that way. You supposed to don't step on the court if you feel like I can't play against Michael Jordan. I couldn't do nothing with Kobe. I wish somebody would step on the field with me or on the basketball court. I already got you beat. So that they were supposed to do that. So I don't think she should be forgotten because I don't think she's remembered for his taunting. No, let them play ball. Let them play ball and stop. That's what we as fans got to stop doing. Because that's right. I don't care if you a Stephen A or you a Jason. We fans. We ain't on the court, all right? I don't care if you're a former NBA player. You ain't playing them or you're a fan, all right? So stop it. Let them play ball. Let them do their thing. That's a great rivalry. Let them play. That's my problem.
Hey, Abai, you sounding like JJ Redick now, right? JJ, yeah, he complains.
I might start looking like him here shortly.
Yeah, he complains about the state of NBA analysts or NBA talk or Twitter talk. This is how it works. We live in the world of comparisons. It is what it is. You get what I'm saying? I understand it. You get what I'm saying? I wish if it was up to me, I wouldn't do it. But this is the world we live in. So who is Angel Reese, juxtaposed to Caitlin Clark? That's what Jason Whitlock is saying. And it's a fact that she did get famous off of the taunting. Like, that's when she really, really got famous. It is what it is. Like, that literally happened.
But still, look at a lot of Coach Scott. Look at a lot of people who famous now. It was always something that made you famous. All you need is something to show the light. Hey, I got a talent. I can do this. Look at me. Well, the hand thing got me famous and got you looking at I can play ball. I don't see anything wrong with that. If you look at a lot of people that's famous now, a lot of people discovered on YouTube sometimes, Facebook somewhere. I mean, look at a lot of people. They got famous off of whatever, but that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, am I wrong?
And that's crazy in itself. The fact that she got famous off of the quote unquote taunting, but she wasn't famous off of leading a national championship basketball team. That's the crazy part. That is the crazy part.
I mean, that came after. You get what I'm saying? The national championship came after. But so why are we upset at Whitlock then? I mean, I'm not mad that she got famous after the taunting either.
I think you made a great point. We were talking earlier, and you made the point that in the women's game, they should have their fair share of critique as well, which I agree with. You want to have the same kind of eye rights as everybody else. You gotta deal with the same kind of critique professionally and things of that nature. And I agree with that aspect. And if he's critiquing them from that standpoint, okay. But it just seems like it was a little personal in how he kind of positioned the comparison. That's just my personal opinion.
And another thing too, I'm looking at. All right, Emmanuel Acho. All right, so he takes Angel Reese's quote. I just tried to stay strong. I've been through so much. He says, you can't act like the big bad wolf, then cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog. I mean, listen, man, like what are we talking about? I don't have a problem with it. What I'm saying is, why all the attacks? Is there something going on that I don't know about? Coach J.O. like,
Now-
why would attack? I'm just
Now that's a bit hyperbolic from Acho. You get what I'm saying? I don't think he had to go that far, but hey, listen, do we complain when LeBron James is attacked like that? Do we complain when
Yes.
the Tom Brady's of the world is attacked like that?
Yes.
Do we
We get
complain
attacked when
the
LeBron
Steph
James get
Currys are
attacked? What you talking
like
about?
that? Hold. Hey, it's all fair in games. Then you get what I'm saying? It's
No.
in play. It's in play. Yes, it is.
Well, let me ask you something,
It's
Coach J.O. Let me ask you a question. Me and you, we not LeBron James guy. Coach Scott is. We're not a LeBron James guy. If we say something that's viewed as attacking LeBron James, do we get attacked?
We do, but it's not viewed as out of bounds.
It's not.
It's not viewed as out of bounds. No, it's legal.
What about tobacco claims? The
Nah, that's
PEDs.
different. That's different. That's different. You know,
Same
Hey,
thing. Same thing.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I
That's
appreciate
different.
that.
I don't know though. But listen, I don't know why, the women's game or women's sports or women in general. Hey, everybody, we want equal rights, right? We want everybody on the same playing field. Everybody is open to criticism. No one is above it. No one is above criticism.
I can't debate
It is
that.
what it is.
I can't debate that. Hey, listen. So, that's what's going on. As a matter of fact, listen.
I do want to critique something though, Baya. I got South Carolina. I got South Carolina over Iowa though, man. I definitely.
I was just gonna ask that question, Coach J.O. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going with Caitlin Clark, man. Listen. I don't like all the hoopla, the drama going back and forth. I think their rivalry should live on or whatever. She did her thing, but I think Caitlin gonna pull this thing out, man. Coach J.O., who you got?
Oh, definitely going with Iowa. Do y'all see how they play? They remind me of those 05, 06 Phoenix Suns. They get up and down the court and they go. They pull it. I'm talking about they are moving. That's how they beat LSU.
They gritty.
You get what I'm saying?
They gritty.
LSU, their bigs couldn't get down the court in time. They were just flying.
I might be
She
wrong
is
by
Steve
this.
Nash like.
I might be wrong. I might get some feedback in the comment section, but I actually think the women's tournament is more attractive this year than the men's tournament. That's just me though. That's
absolutely.
A personal opinion. It's
Absolutely.
It is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right now it is, and it's because of those two: Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, and Juju.
Yeah.
And Juju. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So anybody watching this, man, don't be tripping about what I said or whatever. That's my personal opinion. You are allowed to disagree. So we got NC State and Purdue, and we also have Alabama and UConn. Who you guys going with?
Oh, UConn's just too strong, man. Danny Hurley has those boys running on all four cylinders.
They look good.
It's not even close. Unless Alabama outdoes themselves and hit 18 threes to keep themselves in the game, it's not going to be close.
Who you got, Coach?
I got to go with the side of Purdue and NC State, right? I just do. Edie, DJ Burns.
That's my dark
Any
horse.
one of those. I'm going to go with DJ Burns because I'm a DJ Burns guy. I like what he represents. He's a leader. He passes the ball well. He's just an all-around really good college basketball player that I would love to coach. Now, going up against Edie, Burns 6'9", Edie 7'4". I remember a few years back, maybe 4 or 5 years back, when Duke played UFC with what's his name? Taco Fall. Zion had problems against Taco Fall, man. And Duke almost lost because Taco Fall gave Zion problems. Zion was Zion, but this kind of reminds me of that. 6'9" DJ Burns go over 7'4" Edie. It's gonna be tough, man. Purdue passes the ball well, they rebound the ball well, and Edie a load, man. But I'm going for NC State. I'm rooting for NC State.
Okay.
That's my
I'm gonna go
horse.
UConn. I'm gonna go with Coach Scott on this one. Let me just throw this out there real quick before we go to the next segment. Can you imagine if Alabama actually won a national championship? To have their basketball team bringing a championship with all those football championships? Could you imagine if that happens? Just think about that. Saban might come out of retirement. He might return.
It'll be crazy. It'll be crazy.
That would be crazy. All right, let's go to the next segment. LeBron James. We were just talking about him a second ago. And Coach J.O. said there's nothing out of bounds when we talk about LeBron James. He said the criticism is fair. I think Coach J.O. tripping. Coach J.O. be tagging me on Facebook. Look at this, Abaya. I can't say nothing. He know good and well that we can't say nothing about LeBron. Listen, I can talk about Michael Jordan. To all the Jordan fans who think I'm just the biggest Michael Jordan fan, I am not a Michael Jordan fan. At least not off the court. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan. I'll just keep it real on what I see. Like Coach J.O. said, it's the eye test. I just go with the eye test. The eye test is this, though, as well. I just saw, Coach Scott, I just saw LeBron James pass Michael Jordan for the most 30-point games. Does this solidify him or help to solidify his GOAT debate claims?
And this is going to be so weird. No, not for me. I think his greatness is just what it is.
Hold on. Coach J, you heard it? You heard it?
I said no.
Hey.
I said no. I said no. I don't, for me, man, watching LeBron James in his excellence and how he just plays the game, how he approaches the game at 39 years old, it's awesome. Every time he touches the court, he's just, 40, he's past 40,000 points now. Every time he plays is just you're adding to your history. So, I mean, for me, man, no, it doesn't, I think his career is gonna be what it's gonna be. But if he can pull off a championship, I think that Coach J.O., look, we're gonna create a bet. We're gonna create a bet for us on that one there.
Coach J, you got the bet? I moderate.
There you go.
I moderate. You got the bet?
There you go.
What bet?
There you go.
Wait. What's the bet though? What's the bet?
Don't get disrespectful. Please get disrespectful.
What's the bet though?
Look, Coach J.O., here's the deal. If the Lakers figure out a way to get to the finals, obviously you're going against the Lakers. I already know this. They find a way to get to the finals, a bottle of whatever you drinking, I got you.
Man, these dudes betting alcohol live on YouTube.
Hey, taking candy from a baby. Right.
Oh, wow.
But listen, hold. Why is
go.
it? But think about it. It's only incentive if they win.
Well,
right.
They're looking pretty good right now. I mean, they just won tonight. That gives them over the last 10 games, the 10-game stretch. They're 8-3. They look really well. I think that once they, they got a 3-game home stint, if they can defend home court and steal another one of these home games, I think that they put themselves in a very strong position to steal a 7 or 8 spot. If they can do that, I think the game changes for them. Everybody's clicking on all 4 cylinders right now. They got, Gabe Vincent. He's healthy now. They got a true point guard that can bring the ball down the court and actually facilitate, and it takes a little bit of pressure off of LeBron. The team is playing very well with or without LeBron James. So for me, I think they're peaking at the right point right now.
Wait. Oh, real quick. So they've won 8 of the last 9. Davis had 35 tonight. And let's just be 100% honest. We're not going to, Coach J, we're going to say they're playing well with or without LeBron. They playing a lot better without LeBron. LeBron needs to sit on the bench. They playing better. Now, let's be honest, though. Wait, am I lying? Coach Scott, am I lying?
They got a better record. You're right.
Okay, all right.
So they don't play better with LeBron. They don't play better without
They
LeBron.
play better without. Hey, they play better without LeBron. Hey,
LeBron need to be the 6th man.
8th man, maybe. But yeah, injuries. I don't know. They play better without LeBron. But here's something to talk about as well. They're doing pretty good, but what top teams are they beating?
Exactly.
They're beating bottom feeders right now.
Exactly, Abaya.
That's how the schedule falls. I mean, they don't make the schedule.
The Lakers are who they are. They are who they are. It is what it is. All right. Post All-Star break, they're 13-7, not including tonight. Pre-All-Star break, they 30-26. All right. You were 4 games over 500 before the All-Star break. Now you're 6. Whoop-de-doo. Right? Whoop-de-doo. They are who they are. They're a middle-of-the-pack team in the NBA. Okay? You were giving up 117 points before the All-Star break. You're giving up 118 points after the All-Star break. You ain't playing on defense. Okay? So when is that going to change? You are who you are. Again, you are what your best players are. Coach Scott, you claim LeBron James to be the best player on the Lakers. Hey, all I know is LeBron James is one of the slowest players in the NBA. on defense. He is the slowest player on the Lakers on defense. Okay? It is what it is.
Yeah.
They don't supposed to be this bad. They're supposed to be way better than what they are.
I agree.
They're not, though. You
Coach
get
Scott.
what I'm saying? They're not.
And again, you are what your best players are. And your best players right now are 25, 9, and 7. And you got 35, 18, and 1. That's what they are.
Wait.
That's what they are.
So you still think LeBron James is the Lakers' best player?
LeBron James is still one of the best players in the NBA, not just on the
at.
Lakers.
Wait.
He's one of the best players in the NBA.
Is he the best player on the Lakers?
Yeah, man. Come on. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Coach.
Yes.
How do I just
Listen, Abaya. Listen.
Wait a minute.
We talking. Listen, we talking barbershop talk. We talking barbershop talk tonight.
We ain't even talking to you no
This
more.
man just said.
We ain't talking to you no more. That's your plan.
Listen. Hey, listen. I heard somebody on this show say that Kobe Bean Bryant would score 40 points tonight on Michael Jordan. I get a chance. I get to say my LeBron James is still the best player on the Lakers.
Hey, you know what?
Team.
That's all fair. You're right.
You got to be kidding me, man.
You're right on that one. You're right. Somebody did say Kobe will average 43 on a prime or close to a prime Michael Jordan. So you're right about that. I can't even talk about the LeBron thing.
Y'all see, tell the entire story.
That is the entire story. You said he would average 43.
Entire story. That's not the entire story.
Oh,
I was
all right.
with Kobe, he must gonna score 45 a night. Then I said he actually scored 43 in the first 3 away games in the 2001 NBA playoffs. That's what happened. That's literally what happened.
But we cleared it up though. We clarified the question. Did we not?
That's why I said tell the entire story.
All right, let's all right. So for the viewers who are watching, if you don't know what we're talking about, every Tuesday night at 8:30 we go live and we have the GOAT debates. And we have had the actually, let me get it on the screen right now. We've had the brackets where we were debating the best teams, the greatest teams in NBA history. And we put the greatest teams in the bracket, and everybody who viewed, you can go over and you can click the vote button. You guys still can go vote. You click the vote button, and then whoever wins the vote as far as being the best team, they move on. We're all the way at the championship round. We have the 96 Bulls versus the 2001 Lakers. With that being said, we're trying, we're debating. We're figuring out how is it that Coach J.O. think the 2001 Lakers going to beat the 96 Bulls, and Coach Scott think the 96 Bulls going to beat the 2001 Lakers. So we're debating, and Coach J.O. made a statement about Kobe scoring 43 points per night on Michael Jordan. So this is what we're talking about. So when Coach Scott says my comment wasn't that extreme, let's talk about Coach J.O.'s comment. And yeah, his comment was listen, Kobe is Kobe, I got you. But 43 every night on MJ? Come on now. Come on.
If it didn't happen, I would say it didn't happen. But it actually happened.
But
it's actually recorded in history.
Okay, wait. It's your turn. We're not talking to you no more. We're not talking. I'm just playing.
I appreciate that.
Come on, Coach.
Hey, I'm not moving off of that. You get what I'm saying? I'm not moving off of that. But since you want to, like I say, tell the whole story and we'll be good.
So what's the whole story?
Go back and watch. Listeners, go back and watch.
But here's the thing, though, and I'll give you the mic, Coach Scott. Here's the thing: we're debating hypotheticals. We're taking all-time great teams who never played each other, and we're giving you their statistics, offensive, defensive, their playoff runs. We're looking at their history, their chemistry, all of these different things, and we're saying this is how this team would have matched up against this team. Ask the viewers, what do they think about it? They can call in, and you guys can call in. You can call in, give your thoughts, and from that we vote and we move forward. So you're saying, because this hasn't happened, but hypothetically, if the 96 Bulls played the 2001 Lakers, Coach Scott, he's saying that Kobe would score 43 per night on Michael Jordan. I just find that to be crazy. I mean, unless you want to tell the whole story?
You find it to be crazy because he didn't play anybody like a Kobe Bryant. That's why you find it to be crazy. Okay. But it actually happened.
Sound like a
Kobe
LeBron fan
actually did that in the playoffs in the
Wow.
2000. Like he did it.
But he didn't do it
literally
against Michael
did
Jordan, though.
Wow.
Again, Michael Jordan didn't play a Kobe Bryant.
And
He
Kobe
didn't
Bryant
play.
did not play a Michael
Well,
Jordan.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So I just supposed to say Kobe didn't play a Michael Jordan, and I just supposed to leave alone that MJ didn't play a Kobe.
No, but that's the point. But you can't assume that Kobe's going to score. Why are we having a GOAT debate tonight? you
But you
just
can't assume either. You can't assume that either.
You can't assume. We're not. We're saying you can't assume. We never. Well, I never assumed it. I was just moderating the show. Coach Scott, did you assume anything? I didn't assume anything.
No, I would never. I would never assume that. I would never assume.
You assumed it won't happen,
and you assumed it will.
Listen, he might catch fire one night and have a Caitlin Clark, aberration.
Yeah,
but
I
every night in a 6-game series.
I said it happened 3 games. All right, that's what
3
I said.
3 games.
That's what happened.
I don't even think it happens 3 games. But let me ask you this, Coach Jo. How many points in a 6-game series do you think prime Kobe Bryant will average against a prime Michael Jordan?
However many points needed to win.
All right, we're gonna go to the next segment. All right. We're gonna go to the next segment. I don't even know what to do with that one. Like,
that's 40 plus points a night. That's what I'm saying. It's 43 a night.
Coach Scott, what you put in this cup?
Look.
He's you ever seen the scary movie when they bite you and you just slowly turn into this, you transform into this, he's transforming to the LeBron fan. I see it right now before our eyes. I just don't believe that one. But listen, man, Coach Scott, Skip Bayless. You know why? Because Shannon did this.
Yeesh.
He walked away. And ever since then, it's been sinking. Now there's rumors of the show is about to be canceled, Coach. You hear about it?
Yeah. As soon as the summertime. How can you be the highest paid on ESPN with less than 48,000 viewers a day?
Oh, Fox. They're on Fox.
On Fox. Like, how can you have less than 50,000 viewers and be the highest paid? I mean, just based off of statistics, they're saying Nick Wright and Ocho right now are carrying the banner, and Skip Bayless is actually pulling in the caboose. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
How did they allow Shannon to just leave like that? Because it's crazy.
Yeah, Coach J.O., they didn't think Shannon would. I mean, I can't even say that. I almost said they didn't think Shannon was going to explode the way he did. But he was already exploding, though. He was already in the process. The fuse was already burning, and it had got to the edge. But when he left, it just blew. Like, I think that's what happened. They didn't expect that.
Skip is the father of, debate TV. He's the father of that. But I think Skip overvalued or overrated himself as a solo artist.
I can see that. I can see that.
He did. You understand? Like he had those figures of the Stephen A. Smiths and the Shannon Sharps. I don't think he understands what they brought to the table. Right. You understand? I don't understand. I don't think he understands that. Right. I think that he feels like, oh, I'm older than him. I'm older than them. I've been in the game longer than them, so I'm more valuable than them. And I think that he just overvalued himself. You understand? Absolutely. I like Skip personally. I like watching Skip. I think he's a good talent, but he's a good talent when there's other good talents across from him. Right. Other all-time great talents across from him.
Just like a good coach. Coach Scott, like I don't know, Phil Jackson Jordan, Phil Jackson Kobe, and somebody with LeBron. He's at 8. I don't know. I don't know who my bad. I'm sorry. Don't hate me, viewers. What were you saying, Coach Scott? You got it.
No, Coach Jo makes a good point, man. I mean, he overplayed his value. I mean, he must have thought he was Bobby Brown and it was New Edition, where you could be a solo act and just be as good as the group. But I mean, in that evaluation, he was terribly wrong. And my question, Abayi, do you think that they could possibly get Shannon back at this point? You think they can get him back?
Unless
I was like, no.
Hey, but what they could do if they do this is give them the show. Once I recognize who I am, and not saying that Shannon ain't never recognized who he was, but just get the point I'm trying to make. Once I recognize who I am, what I'm worth, you can't pay me less. When I'm talking about paying, I'm not even talking about dollars here. I'm talking about everything. The dollars, the show. I am the man. You can't put me back. I'm no longer second place. So in order for them to get Shannon back, you gotta move a few mountains. And it's hard to move mountains. You got to move some mountains to get Shannon back.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. I like that. Ooh.
Got to.
And I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, could they finagle something to get him back to bring the life back to the show? But I'm like you said, like at this point, Shannon already knows he can fly on his own. He know he can fly solo. So, oh man, that would be awesome though.
And another thing too, right? I don't think people understand that Skip isn't popular in the black culture. When I say popular, there's not a lot of people, black people who like Skip. You understand? Yeah. So having the Stephen A's and the Shannon Sharps, they literally brought in those viewers from the African American
crowd.
community.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They brought those viewers and they made Skip or brought Skip into that environment.
Yeah.
So
I can agree.
You get what I'm saying? So now you got your Paul Pierces and your Lil Waynes, and you trying to, gather the community again.
Absolutely.
You're trying.
And they made it comfortable to have the conversations that Skip would have naturally kind of stayed away from.
Yep.
They made it natural for those conversations to happen.
Yep.
On live TV. So I agree 100% for sure.
He wouldn't talk about social issues or racial issues without, an African American across from him.
Right. Because it's hard to have those conversations because no matter how politically correct you try and be, there's just going to be people who are just based on their bias, based on their experience, based on their life story. I don't like what you're saying. And so you're trying not to alienate your crowd. And so you got to have somebody who's on that other side to be able to speak up and now allow me the opportunity to join in and speaking with you. And I think it's a little bit unfair. You know what I mean? I think we all should be able to speak freely and not have to worry about, wow, I'm going to alienate a crowd. But then again, in today's world, that's just the way it is, if you do talk up, according to Coach J.O., we get mad, like somebody say something about Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark. I don't know. The way I look at it is I like both sides. So with that being said, I don't know. But them getting Shannon Sharp back, I definitely don't. I don't foresee that. I do foresee Fox trying to make some type of deal. Because if you think about this, right? If they're at 40, all right, so listen, I have my own, another channel. Has Shannon, I'm bouncing around. Has Skip ever did anything like solo project or has he always had a co-host?
He got his own show now. He got his own podcast.
He do?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, that answers my question. It's like, I mean, like I've seen Stephen A's podcast. Like, well, so what? Have you watched it?
But yeah, I have. I like Skip. I'm a Skip guy.
I don't dislike Skip.
I actually enjoy watching Skip on TV and listening to his takes. I like him. You get what I'm saying?
I don't dislike Skip. I think Skip keeps it. I think Skip will keep it real. He's not gonna lie. That's one thing Skip not gonna do. If I don't like it, he gonna say I don't like it. He gonna keep it real. I just keep it.
You know who Skip should bring on the show?
Me?
For
you?
The NBA playoffs?
Coach Scott? The GOAT debate? No, go ahead.
The GOAT debate. Yeah.
Hey, that's the number one option. But outside of that, Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert.
That would probably help.
Gilbert.
That would probably help. Two individuals saying some crazy off the wall things. That would be good. That would be good.
Gilbert got a foul tongue, but other than that,
I'm sure he can control it. I mean, when it comes to the TV, YouTube is different. You can say what
YouTube is different,
more, yeah. But TV, I'm sure he can control it. Yeah, I like
I
Gilbert.
think that'd be good.
Yeah, I like Gilbert Arenas. Maybe even try and mend that relationship. Maybe you can get Shannon to. I don't know how the contracts work with Fox and ESPN. Maybe get a feature here and there.
Yeah,
But
I
you
don't
gotta
see
you gotta
that.
ask for it.
I don't see
As
it.
long as they don't have no Cat Williams clauses in there where Joker's got to wear dresses, you know. Yeah.
Man, hey, that's a whole nother story. Why Coach Scott going? That's a whole nother story. Hey, listen. Oh, hey, if you guys haven't found, hey, make sure you subscribe to my other podcast called Friday Night Accolades, and we had Ari Spears on there. We're actually going to be releasing that interview.
Awesome.
What's this upcoming Friday? Pretty good interview. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, and check it out. Before we get out of here, I gotta ask you guys about this last game between the Spurs and the Denver Nuggets, man. This is 105-110. Denver pulls it out. Jokic 42, 16, 6-2. But the rookie 23, 15, 8 and 9. Jokic
9 blocks.
9 blocks.
9 blocks.
Jokic, listen, Jokic is Jokic, right? I hate to say, well, you know, Jokic is Jokic. I expect Jokic to do this. Like, I see 42, 16, and 6 from Jokic. I'm like, well, hell, that's Jokic. You know, to me, he's the best player in the NBA. If you ask me, that's just me. That's my opinion. If you don't agree, I get it. But I think Jokic is the best, if not the best, one of the best players in the NBA. But I'm impressed by this rookie. This is his first year, and this is not like he's on one of these. He's constantly playing ball. Coach L, what's your thoughts on this guy, man?
Hey, listen, I'm talking to people like Coach Scott, right? Who's so infatuated with stats. Let's stay infatuated with him. Let's see how infatuated you're going to be with Wemby. Let's see how infatuated you're going to be with the stats. Because there's going to come a time, a day, where those 40K won't be talked about. All of this, first to do this, youngest to do that, youngest to do this. Let's remember, we love the stats, right? Wemby is something we've never seen. I'm sorry. 9 blocks, that can't be inflated. You can't inflate 9 blocks. You putting in work, you getting blocks. That many blocks. Wemby is actually a defensive player of the year candidate and a legit one. And he might win it. I hope he does. But hey, just be infatuated with the stats, coach. That's all.
Look. I'm not infatuated with stats. You hear me say the same thing week in, week out. What's the totality of the situation? What's your full body of work? Like I say that every week. But the young man is playing ball. He is playing ball, and I think you have a real good point about him maybe being defensive player of the year for sure. But let's be honest. Are all points created equal? Are all 40-point games created equal?
All blocks are.
Again, I'm agreeing with you, but again, all points are not created equal. That's just something that is consistent across the board.
So
it's
are we
when
talking
it
about
happens,
the same guy?
The games that has happened, the games that they happen in, and it's the moments that they happen in.
Oh.
It makes certain points, it makes certain games more special. Come on,
Are you the same guy who stated and was praising LeBron James because you said that he was leading in all statistical categories in a playoff series, but he was getting blown out the court. But he was getting blown out the court and outplayed by another guy that's directly across from him in his matchup. But you say all 40 points or all points aren't created equal, huh?
Hey, listen, I kind of remember that.
I am that same guy.
Yeah,
I am that same guy.
I just want to co-sign for you real quick, Coach A. I'm leaving again.
I'm him.
So,
but again,
so those points were created.
Go ahead.
I'm asking you, was those points created equal? Then?
No. Those points were not created equal based on the fact that the man led in every statistical category. You're putting in a different body of work, and you got a less result. He just got a less result.
Getting blown off the court.
Okay, so
You were getting blown off the court.
LeBron and KD were just playing one-on-one out on the court, right?
No. I'm telling you, what does those stats do to help your team win? That's the question I have.
But well, they didn't do much because they got blown off the court, like you said. They didn't do much.
Why praise those stats?
They didn't do much.
Why praise those stats?
Why praise them? Because the man literally led in every statistical. I didn't say in just scoring. I didn't just say in steals. I didn't say in assists. I said in every statistical category that you can name in the basketball game, he led in it.
What?
That means his body of work was better than everybody else's body of work. That's what that means.
What about, let me ask you this. Do you think maybe if he would have got less assists or less points and used that energy to actually defend Kevin Durant, do you think that would have helped?
Well, no, I don't feel that way because he did everything he possibly could to try to win.
What about play some
defense?
Game. What about play defense? Do you do that a lot?
Well, he led in steals.
Oh,
they were giving him the ball. Were they giving him the ball? Coach? Crickets? Maybe? Blocks? Were they giving him the blocks? Yes? Maybe? No? Come on. Hello? I mean, fans and viewers, what you guys don't see is we after these shows, we have a debrief and we literally go into our one-on-ones on ones, right? And we really get a chance to kind of cut loose a little bit. And KD put on a show. Some of the statistics that came out of the shooting percentages that this man had, I literally, it was mind-boggling. He was shooting the leather off the ball, literally. But come on, a guy that leads on the opposing team in every statistical category, and you just say he was just there. Come on, man.
It didn't contribute to winning.
All right, you're right. No arguments in there. No problem.
We done? That's it? I was just sitting back. I was just sitting back enjoying it. Okay, cool. Well, hey, listen, that's going to do it for our show. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, and when you do, that little bell, where you click it and turn on all notifications, make sure you do that so every time we go live Tuesday nights at 8:30, you get a notification. And every time we upload a video Thursday afternoon at 12, you'll get the notifications. Make sure you subscribe to The GOAT Debate, brought to you by GOAT Debate Media. I'm your host, Bayless, with two coaches, Coach Scott, Coach J.O., and we will see you guys next time.